Picture this. You earn more than your parents ever imagined possible, yet every month feels like a financial tightrope walk. Sound familiar? Today, we're diving deep into why making good money doesn't guarantee financial freedom and how the entire economic system is designed to keep you dependent on your next paycheck. Meet Jessica. She's 32, pulls down $78,000 annually, and technically sits in the top 25% of earners nationwide. By all measures, she should feel financially secure. Well, she doesn't. Every 2 weeks, Jessica receives her paycheck of $3,000 before deductions. After taxes and mandatory contributions, she takes home about $2,300. Here's where things get interesting. The moment that money hits her account, it's already been claimed by a dozen different obligations. Her apartment rent consumes $1,100. Groceries and occasional restaurant visits take another $350. Vehicle payments, insurance, and fuel costs eat up $500 more. Phone bills, streaming services, and internet connectivity require another $130. Utilities drain an additional $120. Before Jessica can even think about discretionary spending, she's left with roughly $200 for 2 entire weeks. That's less than $15 per day for everything else life throws at her. Emergency car repairs, medical expenses, social activities, or saving for the future become nearly impossible propositions. This scenario reveals the first psychological mechanism keeping people financially trapped. When income arrives as one large sum but exits through numerous smaller channels, your brain struggles to grasp the complete picture. You feel like you have money because you see that initial deposit, but you're actually living in a state of continuous near bankruptcy. This fragmentation creates an illusion of prosperity while maintaining actual scarcity. The system doesn't stop there. It employs a second, more insidious trap called lifestyle inflation. As your income increases, your spending automatically expands to match. You start your career making $45,000 and live in a modest apartment for $700 monthly. You get promoted to $60,000, so you upgrade to a nicer place for $900. Another promotion brings you to $75,000, justifying a $1,200 apartment. Each raise feels like progress, but you're actually becoming more financially vulnerable with every increase. This creates what economists call golden handcuffs. The higher your salary climbs, the more expensive your lifestyle becomes, making you increasingly dependent on that specific income level. You can't afford to take risks, start a business, or even negotiate aggressively because your monthly obligations require every penny of your current salary. I bet this already sounds familiar to you. It's funny how we all fall into that trap without even realizing it. How do you feel about it? Are you planning to stay there? Drop a comment and share your plans. Consider Marcus, who worked his way up to $120,000 annually in corporate marketing. On paper, he was crushing it financially. In reality, he was more trapped than when he made $50,000 5 years earlier. His mortgage payment had grown to $2,800 monthly. 2 car payments total $800. Private school for his daughter cost $1,500. Insurance, utilities, and other fixed costs consumed another $1,000. When his company offered him a promotion with a $15,000 raise, Marcus felt relief and gratitude. Finally, some breathing room. But within months, that extra money vanished. His mortgage adjusted upward due to rising interest rates. His daughter needed expensive dental work. His aging vehicle required major repairs, leading to a replacement with higher payments. The promotion didn't improve his financial position at all. This reveals a crucial truth about the salary system. It's engineered so your required expenses always expand to consume any income increases. Whether you make $40,000 or $400,000, the mechanism remains identical. Your obligations grow to match your earnings, keeping you perpetually dependent on your next paycheck. The most disturbing aspect of this trap is how it renders you predictable and controllable. When someone lives paycheck to paycheck, even a substantial one, they become a reliable revenue source for landlords, banks, retailers, and service providers. You can't disappear, start competing businesses, or make dramatic life changes because your financial commitments chain you to your current situation. Here's a sobering exercise. If you quit your job tomorrow and stopped receiving income entirely, how long could you maintain your current lifestyle? If the answer is less than 3 months, you're financially trapped regardless of your salary level. Statistics show over 60% of working professionals couldn't sustain their expenses for more than 30 days without employment income. That's not security, that's a comfortable form of economic slavery. The salary trap convinces millions of people this predicament is normal and inevitable. Work harder, earn more, spend more, repeat. But this cycle isn't a natural law. It's a manufactured system designed to extract maximum value from your labor while keeping you dependent and compliant. Breaking free requires recognizing that income and wealth are completely different concepts. A $200,000 salary represents income which disappears if you stop working. $50,000 in investments and savings represents wealth, which generates returns independently of your employment status. One is temporary, the other builds permanent financial security. The escape strategy involves deliberately maintaining a gap between earnings and expenses, then redirecting that surplus into appreciating assets rather than depreciating liabilities. This feels counterintuitive because consumer culture constantly encourages lifestyle inflation, but it's the only mathematical path to financial independence. Most importantly, you need to build optionality. The moment you accumulate 3 to 6 months of living expenses and savings, something fundamental shifts psychologically. You're no longer desperate. You can negotiate better employment terms, take calculated risks, leave toxic situations, or pursue opportunities that align with your values rather than just your bills. The goal isn't necessarily earning more money. The goal is becoming independent from the requirement that you need any specific job or paycheck to survive. True financial freedom means having choices, and choices require accumulated resources working on your behalf. The salary trap is sophisticated and pervasive, but it's not inescapable. Millions of people break free by recognizing the system for what it really is and making conscious decisions to prioritize wealth building over lifestyle inflation. The people who succeed aren't necessarily smarter or luckier. They simply became aware of the trap and decided comfort wasn't the same thing as freedom. Your financial future depends on understanding this distinction and acting accordingly. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.